In this video, we'll take a deep dive into Sovereign Trust Plc, ticker symbol Sovereigns, a public traded insurance company on the Nigerian Exchange. So Sovereign reported trading revenue of over 46 billion naira, but earnings have been pressured with the net income under 1 billion naira, about 798 million naira, and earnings per share EPS around 0.06 naira, showing profit growth challenges despite revenue growth. The stock has relatively high PE ratio of between 47 and 49, indicating investors are valuing future growth, which may make it look not cheap on traditional valuation. Dividend yield is modest at 1.7% with the 5 kobo per share dividend reported recently. The Nigerian insurance industry is generally undergoing a major reform, with the new National Insurance Commission mandated recapitalization rules requiring insurers to raise significant more capital up to 5 times prior levels to strengthen balance sheet and solvency. Under the Nigerian Insurance Industrial Reform Act of 2025, minimum capital requirements now stand much higher. For example, non-life insurers need 15 billion naira versus 3 billion previously, accelerating consolidation and capital raising. The company has begun capital raising through a rights issue initially targeted at 5 billion naira, part of a broader 20 billion recapitalization effort approved by shareholders, showing active response to regulatory change and efforts to strengthen the balance sheet. So before we jump right into the chart proper, I'd like to talk about zigzags. Within the Elliott wave principle, there are two types of wave modalities, one being the motive waves and the other being the corrective waves. Within the motive waves, there are two types. We have impulses and ending diagonals. Within the corrective waves, there are three types. We have zigzags, flats, and triangles. I talked about zigzags before, but I just wanted to highlight this all over again. So zigzags are 5-3-5 patterns. Basically, we have 5 waves, 3 waves, and a 5 wave downwards as well. So better yet is basically an ABC with the substructure being a 5, 3, and a 5. What that means is that wave A subdivides into 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave B subdivides into 3 waves, 1, 2, 3. And wave C subdivides into 5 waves again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5, 3, 5. This is the classic textbook flat example, zigzag example. And what's interesting about zigzag is that you can also put them, maximize your investment, sign up to EW Nation and get access to much more premium content. Knowing what we know about zigzags, now let's jump into the chart of Sovereign proper. All right, so if you look at Sovereign, we've seen that we've done a 3, 4, and we've seen 5 wave sequence from 0.8 to 4.9 over the course of about 5-6 months, right? So that's labeled as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And after a 5 wave sequence, what we expect to have is to have a 3 wave sequence downwards, and that will usually take the form of for a wave 2 will take the form of a flat or a zigzag. In this situation, we're dealing with a zigzag. Let's not forget what zigzags are. They are 5, 3, 5 sequences. So what do we expect to see? We expect to see that we have 5 waves here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave A. We have A, B, C for wave B, and we expect to have a 5 wave sequence for wave C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ending around the 78.6 Fibonacci ratio of wave 1, and that would bring us to about 1.7 region. Let's not also forget structure wise that we have with 3 extreme at 1.6. So there's very significant likelihood that we might test that region before we start to move higher. So that's the plan for Sovereign, and this is a zigzag information.